Hi everyone, my name is Megan Gaston and this is my personal introduction for AEP 855 Educational Leadership. So a little bit about my personal demographics. I would mainly define myself as a wife, a mother, a counselor, and a student. So this top picture is a picture of me and my husband Justin. We have been married for 14 years. We'll be celebrating our 15th wedding anniversary this coming summer. I'm a mother to 3 boys. I am a boy mom through and through. I have a 13-year-old, a 9-year-old, and a 2-year-old. I also am currently a school counselor at my current district, and I am a student pursuing a master's in educational leadership. My current job is at Elk Valley. We're USD 283 in Longton, Kansas. It's a very rural school district. We have about 120 students pre-K through 12, so we're all centralized in one location, which is really unique. This is my 10th year in education. Previously, I have taught pre-K, first grade, fourth grade, and I also did a year of title work, teaching title reading and title math. I have taught in a large school district and also this very small school district. My current role, like I said before, is a school counselor. I'm the first school counselor that our district has ever had, and so I am blessed to have been able to take on that role. I'm working on a provisional counseling license while I finish my degree. I'm also a member of the admin team, so I'm doing a lot of the principal responsibilities without the title while I'm finishing up my degree for educational leadership. So how is this school year different than previous school years? So first, I'm in a new position. I'm doing an admin counselor combo, which is a conflicting role, but it is a lot of fun. It allows me to pursue both my passions of being a counselor, but then also be a leader within the district on the admin team. We have new protocols at our school. We are doing remote learning as well as in-person learning. The remote learning is a small percentage of our students. Our students who are in-person learning, we have temperature checks, social distancing, frequent cleaning. We are not requiring masks at this time in my current district. It was a local decision, but partly because of our small numbers and how spread out we are able to safely social distance without implementing the masks. Some new challenges that we have, we're seeing staff quarantine. So because we have so few staff members in our district, when we have to quarantine a staff member for 14 days due to an exposure, it puts a lot of strain on the district. We also have a sub shortage, so it's really hard to find someone to fill those roles when our staff are out. Some new stresses are the teacher workload. Being in the admin role, I am supporting teachers, and so I can see how stressed they are by the added workload of having remote learning on top of their normal duties. And so I'm working really hard to help build staff morale and keep everyone going and in a positive mindset. So going into mindsets, the reading that we had discussed 3 different mindsets. All students can learn, teacher collaboration over isolation, and happiness and optimism. I agree with all 3 of these. I think that all students can learn being the first one is really important, because when building leaders focus on the ability that all students can learn, it really takes making excuses of why students aren't performing off the table, and it gives you that positive mindset to search for solutions rather than make excuses as to why the data is showing what the data is showing. Teacher collaboration over isolation is so important. Teaching by nature is isolating because we are in a classroom with our students throughout the day. And so making teacher collaboration a priority is huge for student growth and success of a school. We have this at my current district. Every Tuesday, our teachers get together for teacher collaboration, and it is wonderful for the teachers, and also it really helps the students succeed more because the teachers are collaborating and sharing, and so we only see positives come out of this. And then happiness and optimism is so important. I truly believe that happiness is a choice. but sometimes we get so into our routine and stuck in a rut that we don't stop and make the choice to choose happiness. Dispositions. I pulled this quote out of the reading. With enough practice and coaching, positive dispositions can be developed or refined. I truly believe that every person has positives and negative attributes. And so we're focusing on the positives outweighing the negatives, but then also through practice and coaching, really refining and turning those into positive dispositions. And so the ones included in the reading were confidence, risk taker, and decisive, sense of humor, empathetically assertive, and learner. I especially enjoyed reading about the empathetically assertive disposition because I think it's really important that as a leader, you have to be assertive, but being able to do it in an empathetic way is key to success. Practices. There were 3 practices: focusing and prioritizing, examining feedback and data, and emotional intelligence. I think all 3 of these practices are really important, and I do agree with them. I think that being able to focus and prioritize is a key practice as a leader because you have so much happening in day to day. And so you just have to prioritize and choose to do the most important and pressing things first. But then always fall back on your feedback and data. Data is so important. I recently took data and analysis in this program, and I learned so much about that. That it is really an important practice. And then emotional intelligence is also key. Principles of ethical leadership. There were 8 of these described in the reading by Lynch, 2018. They included personal courage, public interest ahead of self, self-control, self-discipline, and integrity, task and employee centeredness, recognizing talent, requiring high ethics from everyone, sensitivity and understanding, and inclusiveness. I recently went to a training before COVID happened that talked about recognizing talent. I think it's really important to recognize and grow your staff. And so that principle of ethical leadership really stuck out to me. And then also the sensitivity and understanding was really important because that is such a huge part of being a leader. So critiquing my own mindset, I chose these 3 things from our reading: happiness and optimism, empathetically assertive, and personal courage. I chose these because I see these as my weak areas currently as a leader in the administration team at my district and as a counselor. I see myself getting bogged down by the day-to-day tasks and the overwhelmingness of everything and trying to boost teacher morale, and that not spending enough time stopping and doing self-care for myself. And so I have to remind myself that every day when I wake up, happiness is a choice and I have to have an optimistic viewpoint. And so I definitely need to continue to grow that mindset. Being empathetically assertive, I need to learn to communicate the must-dos in an assertive way, but do it empathetically. So I really enjoyed reading about that. And then having personal courage. What I have found in my short time as a leader already is that no matter how many great things you're doing, there's always going to be someone who's unhappy. So just having that personal courage to, be ethical, do what you know what's right, and at the end of the day, doing what's best for our students. So wrapping this up is, how does all of this support the educational success and well-being of each student and adult? Because as a leader, that's what our focus has to be on. And so I really chose to focus in on how the mindset, the dispositions, and the practices really define who you are as a leader, and then using that reflection, because reflection equals growth. And so as a leader, we have to continually be reflecting to grow so that we can be the best support to our students and the adults that we support in the district. These are my standard correlation, relevance, and reflection, and my references. Thank you.